Howdy, I'm Jerrel, the developer of the Silver Falls games. Thanks for stopping by. Last night we shared a short gameplay clip of Silver Falls Ghoul Busters, showing a little bit of this tough level here. So I posted that clip. I thought it was funny because the software we're using, Unity, it spawned an enemy in a spot that it wasn't supposed to, so it made it extremely difficult, which was very funny. And during the clip I was more concerned with recording, so I didn't actually show that you can use attacks to push enemies out of the way. Cool. So I'll just show a little bit more of the gameplay here. Okay, and there we go. Didn't time it correctly. So this is actually the final stage of the game. So by this point, the game generally focuses on one gimmick at a time. There we go. Didn't get the timing right. The game focuses on one gimmick at a time so you can learn how to do the timing. This is the final level, so it tends to crank things up in terms of difficulty. So it's important with these testing and development. I'd actually just started developing the stage when we ran it, so I'll show you some cool behind-the-scenes stuff here. So when I'm testing and developing, what's important is to get the timing right. And as you can see, this guy is too difficult. So what we want to do now is I'll bring this inspector over and I'll show you how it works. You see his playback speed on the animator here is 1.5. It looks like it's too difficult. So if you find that it is not feasible, you can go ahead and crank that down to 0.75. Let's go ahead and run that back. So we've edited our hazard value here. Go ahead and run our game. Okay, let's see the difference that it makes. There we go. I still didn't get the timing right. I want to move this enemy so he's not bothering me. I still didn't get the timing right. Alright, here we go. If you hit the enemy enough, you will be defeated. I'll just move him out of the way a little more. Here we go. And there we go. So you can see this guy has spikes on him. If you touch the spikes, obviously it will do damage to you. So I didn't time that correctly as well. What you want to do is try and hit the squishy part here, but this roof makes it quite tough, doesn't it? So the roof makes it a bit difficult. So when you see a situation like that, we'll go back to our editor now, and let's have a look. So as you can see, we have two options here. We can either raise the roof, or you can move the enemy a bit to the right. In this situation, I would want to move the enemy to the right just a little bit. Let's go ahead and do that now. So, let's see here. An easy way to do that would be to move like this. Now you see these little indicators here let you indicate where the enemy can move. This element is disabled on this particular enemy at the moment. And then what you want to do for these stages is make sure that the player is able to get the jump height necessary. So I feel like perhaps this roof might be a little bit low. Let's go ahead and go to our tile editor, and then let's modify that just a little bit. So we're going to select our layer, and we can go like this. And then I should have done it like this. There we go. And now the player has ample room to jump through. Let's go ahead and save our progress. Now we'll run it. Move this out of the way. Okay. See, I rushed it. I was overly confident. I'll hit this enemy a couple times, move him out of the way. Go on through. And now you see we have enough jump height to make it through. Let's go ahead and wait until the timing is right. But now we have another element to deal with. We see we have a log with spikes on the right. So we'll have to line up our timing just right. If I'd gone then, maybe it would have been a little bit risky. Let's try and wait for the next cycle and see if it works out for us. Okay, I think I'm going to go for it. Oop, get a second bounce. Oh, I just barely made it, didn't I? So you can see there's a spike up top that made it a little bit difficult to jump. Am I going to make it? Okay. There we go, we've made it. Now we need to wait for this spike to rotate here. Ah, see, I jumped erroneously and I hit the spike above my head. So that was my fault. I didn't I didn't move correctly when I was jumping. Ow. Okay. Here we go. Let's wait for this guy. I think I'll make it. Second jump. No. Ah, hit by the guillotine again. I ran through it, I'm rushing. Oop. Here we go through. Alright, here we go. Ah, see, I've learned my lesson this time. I don't want to get touched by that guillotine. We'll wait for the rotation. I think I'll wait for the next one. I think this is it. I think this is the cycle I want. Uh-oh. Guillotine? No. Okay. I should have waited a little longer. Okay. Going through. Ow. Okay, so in this situation, you see what happened. The change that I made affected the level in ways that were unexpected, which is very interesting with game design and something to keep in mind. So what happened by moving him to the right, you can see that I'm now on the path of getting hit by this guy. So what I will do now is I'll go ahead and move this guy back to where he was just a little bit. That way I'm less likely to get hit by that. And what I will do as well is I'll move this higher up so that it's able to make that jump. So I only have to worry about the one hazard that I want the player to focus on at that moment in time. That means that I should be able to clear that a little more easily, but what I will do is raise that up just a little bit more. Now, I had some difficulty in making this jump. You can see the arc the player has to make here. It's a bit like that. What I will do is raise this up just a little bit. So the arc that the player has to make has to be a pretty short jump and go through. This enemy has a momentary hitbox that moves in and out of the foreground. So that's just a bit of the process and a bit of a fun. And admittedly, the video I posted last night was more difficult than the actual game is, so I could spark a conversation, we can have a chat, and I can share the game development process with you, so I can show you and share with you the process of what it takes to refine a level. So thank you for everyone for commenting, and I'll show you another stage now that's one that I had quite a bit of fun building. Let's have a look at that. So this is earlier in the game. Again, that stage we were working on was the final level. This is one of the levels that's in the middle of the game. Oh, I jumped into them. So what I'll show you is there's elements here that are just floating because I haven't finished placing them. So you can see the bottle caps here. Oh, okay, I guess not. The bottle caps that are there I have not finished placing, so some of them are in odd places. Those are usually the final elements I place in because they are not that important. So you can see the game, this is the first level that introduces these spiky masses of balloon flesh. The first one you see here shows what it is, and it gives the player a chance to experiment with very little risk. If you touch the spikes, you'll die, and it'll spawn you right in front of it, so you can see what else this thing can do. Now, the game has already introduced you to the concept of bouncing on balloon-shaped enemies, so you should be able to figure out what to do next from here. I'm going to see if I can get the timing right, and I got scared. I backed up because I got scared. Okay. See if I get... Ah, I got hit by that guy. Okay. Oh, I'm not going to make it. Okay, let's see here. I'll wait for the next rotation. Here we go. Ah, I got scared and I didn't jump. Alright. You can't let fear control you, but you can let spiky balloon enemies have an effect on you. Ah. Okay. Oh, here we go. Okay. I will not feel fear. Okay. I got scared, and I let go of the jump button. Okay. I'm gonna make it, I didn't make it. Okay. I'm gonna make it. Ah! I moved my arrow back at the last second. I'm gonna make it this time. I don't feel fear! Ah, I jumped too soon. I was too brave. I'm gonna make it. Alright. Nah. Okay. So in this situation, you can see this enemy's cycle is making it too difficult to make that jump. I'll show you the process on how to adjust that. Okay, it looks like our window has disappeared. Let's go ahead and get him back. Now let's see here, window and scene. Okay. Now how we adjust an element like that is there are two things. I'm going to check the value on the rotation of this enemy. I'll bring up our inspector here. You can have a look. Let's see, that's our movement. What's more important is our rotation speed. Let's go ahead and have a look at our rotation speed now. Bring that right down to the bottom. And you can have a look. Rotation is at 100. All right, let's have a look at this enemy because it is not lining up in a way that helps us. Okay, let's have a look at his movement speed here. And our movement speed is 2.8. I wonder why it's that fast. It shouldn't be that fast, should it? It seems to be making things a little too difficult. I would like that to be about half as fast. Let's see here. 1.9. Let's see what happens if we bring that down to 1.9. That's not half. 2. Let's see here. No. 2. Let's see. And that should be 1.4. Had to drink some coffee. It's early in the morning to do math. Okay, so we have 1.4. It should move half speed for this guy now. Let's go ahead and bring our editor window back and bring our game back into focus. Let's see the difference that it makes. We're going ghoul busting, everyone. And you can see the enemy there is much easier for us to visually track, and we can respond to it and make better decisions based on what the enemy is doing. Okay, I think this is the cycle I want. I'm making it. Oh, okay. Let's see here. The enemy is dropping down. Nope, the bottom one didn't line up, did it? Wait for this guy to get out of the way. This is the cycle I want. There we go. Ah, there's an enemy there. Luckily, the projectile he shoots is a little slow. I have time to react to it. I'll jump over him. Let's see. Give him a couple of these. Now we have this spiky balloon mass here. Seems to be rotating a little bit slow, so it's a lot easier for us to deal with. We'll get a couple bounces on this guy. But you can see now, while I was bouncing on him, I was able to see a few threats. So let's see if I can deal with those. Am I going to make it? No, I misjudged it, and I jumped too far. Ah, I ran into it because I rushed. Here we go. If I go on this cycle, I'll get hit, I believe. Okay, I'll go for this cycle. Oh, no, I still got hit. I rushed it. I'm going for it. There we go. Okay. Oh, you can also shoot up. So now that I saw that there's an enemy up there... Ah. I'll just hit him a couple times. See if it'll pop him. Now the problem is that snake. He moves quite fast. Let's go ahead and wait for our balloon flesh to get here. Ah, dang. My balloon flesh. It spun around on me with its spikes. Okay. Ah, no, I didn't make it. Okay. Alright, I'm going to make it. I'm going to make it. Nope. Bad timing. There we go. Alright. Okay. Balloon flesh. I'm going. Jump. Ah, snake! Actually, I don't even... Uh-oh. I should have stayed on the bouncing balloon. Yeah, I don't know why I felt so much bloodlust to kill that snake. I should have left him. I should have left him. I see that spike up there. Okay, I'm gonna go. There we go. I should have... Okay, this time I'm not going to feel bloodlust. I'm going to jump over the snake like I originally planned. Ah, I didn't make it. I didn't make it. Come on, I'm waiting for my balloon flesh to rotate around for me. Can you rotate around for me, please? Ah. Okay, this is the cycle I need, I think. Come on. Oop. No! I got scared at the last second. Okay, that's what happens. Alright. I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna make it. Nope. Not gonna make it. I'm gonna make it. Alright, here we go. Let's see. I will not let the snake give me the fear. I'm gonna jump on this balloon. I touch the spikes on the edge. Come on, come on, come on. Okay. I'm gonna make it. I am going to make it this time. So what I think I will do is actually I'll increase the speed at which this I got scared and I backtracked. I don't know. I don't know. The snake is so adorable. I don't know why I should be afraid of it. I shouldn't have backtracked. So I actually will increase the speed that this blob moves back and forth, so that the cycle lines up, and I'll have to wait less. I think I can make it. Okay. No! See? I went back again, and then I got hit by the snake. Alright. I'll make it. I'll make it this time. Believe in myself. I didn't. I didn't believe in myself. Anyway, you get the idea. The game is supposed to be quite chill. It's not punishing in that you have to go back very far. You just keep trying again and again until you figure out the right way to deal with this. Now, admittedly, I'm using keyboard controls, and the buttons are sort of spread out a little bit, so I keep forgetting where the buttons are. It's a lot easier playing on 3DS hardware. On a keyboard, not so much. So, I hope that you enjoyed having a behind-the-scenes look at how we work on levels, and I hope you'll check in again to see more videos where I share the process of game development with you and how we further build not just the games themselves, but the levels and the graphics. Thanks very much for hanging out with me today, and please stick around for more videos where I share the Silver Falls series with you. Take care of yourself and be well, and enjoy your coffee.